Welcome back to SAGENEL TV, the place where we talk about everything that has to do with women daily, from the victories, struggles, challenges. We analyze these things that are happening, bringing out the lesson, solution, and seeing how we can immediately apply it first to our lives and then to the lives of people around us in our communities, nation, families, and ultimately the world. Today's topic is a very important one and is one that I may have touched briefly either on this channel or somewhere in my head. If you do not know me, this is the first series of the Big Brother Naija video that you are watching from me. Welcome. I am your official counselor and therapist for this season's edition, and I will be analyzing the Big Brother Naija show this season from a therapist and a counselor's point of view. Of course, we'll be starting off with the lockdown season's reunion. But you know what? This is a show that I've been following for a while now, and some of the things that I have even heard, not only have I followed the show, I have also followed people that have come out from the show and shared their live after the show. And one thing that I've seen that is an underlining thing that a lot of them speak about, whether explicitly or they imply it, is that when a new show is coming, there's usually that fear. There's a bit of that fear. There's a bit of, oh, my fans, how would they still be loyal? What do I need to do to keep them loyal? How won't they leave me? Will brands stop coming to me? You know, all those kind of questions, because whether you like it or not, just like I said, I've been watching this show for a while now. It is 80% of the people, apart from new people that come in every year, are people that are rotated, that continue to rotate and continue to watch the show from season to season. So they are always having a favorite fave, a new fave every season. So does it mean that people who had old faves will not still be loyal to them? Well, not necessarily. But then we know the saying about, affection going where attention flows. So it is important to note that, of course, priority is going to change for this set of people, and these are some of the things that people are actually afraid of. Actually, some of these housemates are afraid of, and they have truthfully shared. Some people have been vulnerable enough to clearly and truthfully share that these are some of the things I go through in my mind. So today, as your counselor and therapist analysis officially for the show this year, I want to share with you 5 ways to mentally prepare for the Big Brother Naija show. Now, this is for those that have been selected to go into the house, for those that are aspiring, and for those who know someone that is going into the house, okay? So this is from a counselor's point of view. I believe that you should share this video with them, because this is something that is going to be helpful and is going to help them be focused, be balanced, and being grounded regardless of what is going on all around them. Number one, and by the way, I've shared some of these things in different ways in different parts of any video that I've done BB Naija wise, but this one is much more comprehensive and specific. Number one, know your why. What is your reason? What is your why? What is your purpose for going into the house? Your purpose for going into the house cannot be the same purpose for Chukwuka, for instance, going into the house, or Eze, or anybody. These are just example names also, in case there's a Chukwuka or Eze in this season. But the point is, your reason for going into the house has to be very detailed and specific. I see a lot of people struggle with this whole fan thing whenever it is a new season is coming out, because they did not have a strong why. And so because they didn't have a strong why, then their purpose is basically, or their makeshift purpose is dwindling, and they are wondering what to do now that there is a new season. If you have a strong why, you don't need to bother, or you don't need to be afraid of a new season. You just keep executing your purpose and your why, because regardless of any season, because that is why you went into the show. What happens, and what I see and what I've studied from the show, is that a lot of people have this: I'm going to the show because I want to make money, I'm going to the show because I want to be famous, I'm going to show. They just have this very general, bland reason. And so it is, we are going to show because we want to be famous. She too, she's going to show because she wants to make money. He too, then all of you are going to be fighting the same fight. There will be nothing to distinguish you. And when a new season is coming, there's the reason for that fear to be there, that oh my god, are they still going to like me, am I still going to be needed? But when you are going with your why and with your purpose, say for instance, a person says, I want to get into the show because I want to help people to get into better relationships and marriage by my life, the things I'll be teaching, my coaching sessions, and so on and so forth. And you start it out once the show is over and you come out and you begin that. Are you not going to be saying, oh, fave or no fave? No, you're going to continue your life and you keep getting better with your why. At the end of the day, people that are going to be there for you and for your why will be there, and people that will not be there will not be there. If whether you had a strong why self or even if you didn't. So at the end of the day, it's very important to have a strong why for you, because people are going to fall off anyways. Whatever it is you say is your reason, but your strong why is going to keep you grounded and it's going to keep you focused. You won't need to be struggling or comparing yourself or keeping fights with people with just unnecessary drama which you don't need for your life, for your health and your legacy. Number two, be honest about the necessities and the unnecessities. By this, I mean that be honest about what it is that really matters to you and the things that don't really matter, and be truthful about this to yourself. When I say necessities, what you really need is a group of people, a set of people that believe in your dream. It is nice to have people that say nice shoe, nice clothes, nice hair, nice everything every day of your life. But are they the most important people that you need in your life? Not necessarily. You really do need people that are going to support whatever it is that you have been called to do, whatever it is that you are doing. So you need to be specific and you need to be honest about that. Am I just there because I want to trend? There are some people, all they want to do is just trend on Twitter. Is that absolutely necessary? Is that absolutely necessary? Yes, it is good to trend from time to time, but what are the necessities that you should be looking out for when you're going for this show? And what are the unnecessities? Some of the things are just wanting to be out there just for out there sake. Necessities are actually getting people into your circle that believe in your dream and are going to, pursue it with you and just be your ride or die. They are just going to be there all the way. So you want to be sure about that. A lot of people I see from studying the show are not sure about that. So they have a lot of, comparison, drama, and so on and so forth. The third one is you need to grow contentment. The truth is, one person's fave will always be higher in terms of their followers, and you would also be higher than some people. Some people will be lower, some people will be higher, some people will be lower. Whatever the case may be, you're going to have different numbers when it comes to this followership fame thing. So you must grow contentment ahead of time. A lot of people are not content. It's not to be complacent, because you should be a hardworking person. If you want a platform like the Big Brother Naija platform, then you should be a hardworking person. But then you must also be content along the journey, and you must be grateful. I believe one time, I can't remember when now, there were some people from the show who had come out from the show telling their fans that they are not doing enough. And honestly speaking, we'll come to fan talks later. That one later, we're going to come to fan talks. I don't like, nobody owes you anything. If you have people that are rooting for you, that love you, they are putting their money and whatever the case may be to actually vote for you, you should exude gratefulness every day of your life. So you have to make sure that you do not become entitled, because it's in that entitlement that you begin to look at one person and say, oh, they bought this one a car, why are you giving me slippers? Oh, they bought this one a house, why are you giving me a basket of chocolate drink or something, whatever the case may be. And when you are lacking that contentment, you are not going to have peace with yourself. You think you are doing it for others. No, you're not. You are doing it to be at rest with yourself, and it also shows your level of maturity. One thing about contentment is that you cannot lie about it. You can pretend to be content, but if you're truly not content, it will come out sooner or later. The fourth point is you need to live sincerely. Live sincerely in the house and out of the house. We are still on the 5 ways to mentally prepare for Big Brother Naija show. Live sincerely. Be sincere. I understand that here from time to time, maybe they may want some sort of drama that some people want to add to this, to act to fit into the script of it. Whatever the case may be, just make sure that it's not something that is against your value system or against your person. Because at the end of the day, people will not say, oh, where is the script you are playing? They'll be more of, they're going to attach whatever it is you did whether you are doing role playing, whatever the case may be, to your character. So please live sincerely, live authentically. And as much as possible, even before going into the house and while in the house, try to shred off things that are not you. Don't pick up a habit or a culture because you feel it's fly or you feel it's going to help you get up there. No. A lot of people that I've seen that fans really went out for are people who were just genuinely sincere, whether their character was bad, or for some others, thank God, they had good characters and they just exuded that sincerity. So what is the sincere part of you? Be honest about it. If you're a person that is blunt, be blunt. If you're a person that is calm, be calm. You don't need to turn yourself into someone that you are not because you want to prove a point. At the end of the day, it's going to affect your mental health because you'll be trying to walk through things. It just would not work. It won't work. At the end of the day, to come back to you, depression and all these other things. Finally, be actually focused. Have a goal, timeline, impact, and legacy plan. I cannot hit this enough. I think that, again, just like number one, this syncs well with number one, know your why. A lot of people have problems with the post-show and fans and different fans, what one person is giving one person and what one other person is not, because they don't have a plan. They are not focused, so they are busy looking at the news and looking at the blogs and looking at what every other person is doing, apart from executing their own plan. When you're busy looking at what every other person is doing, it shows that you are not busy. So have your plan, have your goal, and it can always be adjusted from time to time. Have your impact and legacy plan. Before going into the house, ask yourself, what do I want to be remembered for? What impacts do I want to leave on the show? What positive impact? It's good to have fun impact. It's good to have great impact. It's good to have this personality, love up and all that. But what kind of impact? What kind of words? What kind of presence do I want to leave on the show? Is it presence of the person that is always having sex? Is it presence of the person that is always fighting? Is it what kind? You need to be honest with yourself. You need to be truthful, and you need to actually come up with that plan. Do I want to be known for someone that is loving? Because when you have that plan, then you're going to be living deliberately from that which you have actually told yourself that you are going to do, based on just being intentional. At the end of the day, as I finalize and conclude this, a lot of people say, what's your plan? I don't know. When Ebuka interviews these people, oh, what's your plan? I don't know. I'm just here to be me. I'm just here to be me. Look, even in your meanness, in quotes, you have to be intentional. Life is about intentionality. So they're not like, I'm just here to be me as they flow. No, you have to be intentional. Okay, for people that have not had sex in the house, it's because of intentionality. It's not because their body was wood or their body be firewood. So when we say, oh, I just want to be me, that's all well and good, but you don't need to go out to say, oh, I just want to be me. You can say, your statements can look like this: I want to be as authentic as possible. I want to be intentional and deliberate, and I want to live a plan of XYZ. I want to be remembered for this show as the one who made people laugh. I want to be remembered for this show as the one who brought love and joy to people. You can have that as your statement. You don't have to go with the cliche, I just want to be me, I just want to be me. It's not really yeah, like it doesn't necessarily mean that people will vote you and you will now be the winner. At the end of the day, you see, authenticity wins. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I will see you in my next video, but you can see me in my previous video. Do well to share this video, give it a thumbs up. When you give it a thumbs up, you allow more people see this video as well. Share this video with at least 2 people. This is the age and period and era where we have a lot of mental health challenges, and a lot of people, while they started to talk about it, a lot of people are also not talking about it, especially the people in the public figure space. Please share this video to make sure that someone is mentally well, balanced, even as the person goes into the show and of course comes out. My name is SAGENEL. I'll see you next time. Bye.